Okay, it's finished here. Dorking Wanderers won 3-0 against Sholing. Marc, thoughts after that one?
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good exercise. Obviously, pre-season, you sort of get different challenges. Today, I mean, today was like a little bit like sort of like being in Baghdad about 10 years ago on the field in terms of like, it was like a war zone, you know. The referee's kind of done that thing where he's letting fouls go.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, during that game, there was no word of a lie. There must have been about 30 fouls, maybe 40 that weren't even given. And, you know, listen, I mean, it's the ref's pre-season as well. He's a good guy, but I think anyone watching, it was difficult, made it a difficult game for both sides. So, yeah, Niles took I think it could be like a hairline, could be a bit of a hairline or stress fracture that, you know, with Niall. To be fair, it wasn't a Sholing player's fault. No. And to be fair, I think it was just a really competitive game. The best thing about that game was how well the youngsters done.
Yeah, we were just chatting about that actually.
They came on and, you wouldn't have thought in advance we'd dominate the game, but we dominated the last 35, 40 minutes with all the youngsters. They were really good. Their energy came into the game, and you could see how much they'd learned in those first couple of games. So I was delighted with the youngsters. Obviously, Josh got a goal that he's a brilliant player, Josh Hebert, and big talent for the club. Look, I thought we was pretty dominant in a difficult first half because of the amount of challenges that were being let go. And of course, when the challenges are being let go, the players don't want to get involved. So the players were very sort of sketchy in their approach to the game. They don't want to get injured. I'm telling them to be careful. But yeah, I thought we played loads of great stuff across the 90. And thanks to Sholing for being great hosts, and we've met loads of nice people down here.
Is that the main injury concern from today then, Niall, the injury there? There was a couple of players had to have treatment, didn't they, on the pitch, but is it Niall the main one?
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't want 6 pre-season games like today, would you? Because you wouldn't start the season with a team. But yeah, I mean, Niall will go on that list now with Louis Annesley. I don't really see whether can't see Niall making 3-4 weeks, but you never know. I mean, it's one of those where if it's a sort of minor stress, it might go away. But equally, I think tomorrow I don't think he'll be able to walk on it very well tomorrow. It's literally his shin, his tibia, yeah. So I think it's maybe one better than a break, hairline job. But to be fair, it's a contact. And actually, the ref got that one right. I had to go at him for getting it wrong, but he did get that right, I think, in hindsight. But that's disappointing. But good to see Dan Pybus get more minutes. Yep. It was really good to see Denham play in the 10. I thought he's got that brilliant intelligence of holding the ball up and a final pass. It's an interesting one, that, really, for us. So it didn't really, I think he done really well there. So, yeah, good to... Yeah, George Frankham is having a really good one. So
yeah, he was the only outfield player that did the full 90, wasn't he? So that's something that you must be pleased with. George come through that.
Yeah, I mean, we'll obviously look to lay off him this week a little bit now. But, he was so comfortable, George. It was unreal. And I think Folks is having a great pre-season. We're asking him to play out and not panic and put his foot on it. Spoke about not being afraid to make mistakes, and we're happy to give away 5 goals a year if need be. There's loads of good stuff to like about it. Yeah, obviously it is pre-season, so there is a long way to go. And obviously we have got a couple of injuries there on top of. But if the youngsters keep doing well, it's great, because it's 7 subs this year. Yeah. If the season started tomorrow, the youngsters would all be on the bench. I mean, most of them. So, we'll take all the shot next week. Yeah. We're starting to get boys now that look like they could do, nearer 90s if they had to. Yeah. Next week now, obviously we cancelled the Walton game purely because we thought we didn't need that game. Okay. When we put it in there, I initially thought, I'm not sure we need that on a Tuesday. And we don't, we train 3 mornings. If you play a game on a Tuesday night, you're going to take it easier on the Monday. Yeah. You don't train the Tuesday, and you're going to recover on a Thursday. Yeah. So it's for all for a game of football. So,
and as soon as the season starts as well, you're going to have those Saturday, Tuesdays almost straight away from that second week anyway, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly. So, no, I'm all right with where we are.
Okay.
Obviously, the 2 injuries we have got are they're not 2-minute ones. So we hope that Macca and Dan can have a good week.
Yeah.
That is where we are at the moment.
Yeah. So just a full week of training and then the Aldershot game, and just trying to get those players through some training sessions, I guess.
Yes. Freshen up Monday. Hard session maybe Tuesday, and then lay off on Thursday. And then I'd like to say see where we are against Aldershot, but I think we know where we are. I think we all know that, like against Barnet, if we've got our boys on the pitch and they're fit, they're probably a Step 1 team. You know, that's what I believe. But obviously 4 or 5 will all think the same thing in our division. So it's about being controlled and taking one step at a time, really.
Yeah, nice one. Okay, thanks, Mark. Have a good week, and see you at Aldershot next week.
Cheers. Thanks, mate.